Yo, yo, yo. Peace to all the gods and the goddesses, the kings and the queens that's gonna be coming into this chat. Today I just wanted to revisit a lovely young lady that um hi, whoever that is, how are you? Nice to see you. But um I just wanted to revisit a beautiful young lady by the name of Miya Marcano that actually gave me more information about what was going on with her um after the so I'm going to break down what happened to her and then I'll break down what I'm talking about. So let's say this. So she was a lovely young lady who was just living her everyday life. She had a dude that was she had a man that was great to her. I think she was about to be engaged or she was you engaged? Was you engaged? She was engaged. So anyway, right? So then next thing you know, it's this guy that she kinda works with. Did y'all work in the same place, right? For the same company. Right. So is is this guy that works at the same place as her or whatever. So she works in a leasing office. He works as a maintenance man. And so for her working in a leasing office, she probably get free housing or whatever. So then her money is left to her to do whatever she wants with her money, you know? And so this man was, unbeknownst to her, uh, constantly stalking her. So, like, even down to the fact that her dad came to put in a window lock or whatever, I believe that he was stalking her then. That's what made her even be paranoid about it to make dad come down there and put the lock on there. I believe that man been stalking her way before she was ever aware of him even liking her, like, or way before she was aware that he was becoming creepy, you know? So, anyway, so this man, he's a maintenance man. So a maintenance man has privy to all the effing keys in the buildings and apartment buildings. So this man waits in her apartment, like in the cut, and unbeknownst to her, when she comes home, this man is there. So a struggle ensued, and we really don't know the real particulars of what happened to her after that, but she was reported missing by, I think, her mama. It's either her mama or her aunt. I can't remember. So she was reported missing because she was supposed to be touching down to go see them wherever they're from. She was supposed to be going to see them, and then when the plane landed, she wasn't on the plane. So that made them worry, and that made them send out a wellness check. And long story short, this man kidnapped her, whatever. I don't know what exactly unfolded, but then he went and took his own life after that. So this is what happened with this man. So he ends up taking his own life. So you came and terrorized and did all this to her life, turned her life upside down, took her life away from her, and then he gonna go and take his own life. I hope he didn't think he was gonna be with her. God would never give you that fucking privilege. So anyway, um, so needless to say, he in hell. So anyway, but she's not. She's an angel. She's in heaven. So anyway, so right as this stuff was going on, Mia literally came to me in a dream. So she was reported missing, or she did not show up for wherever she was supposed to show up on 9/24, I believe it was. 9/24 is when it happened. So on 9/29 at 2:30 in the morning, she came into my dreams to make sure that um I felt like she did this to make sure that every person responsible was held accountable. But they never were, because so let me finish the story. So, and on 9/29/2021, at 2:30 in the morning, I was asleep, long fast asleep. I had this dream, and it had a bunch of different people in the dream. It was like they all came to me, like they all had a reason for coming to me, and they all came to me in like little groups. It was weird, but it was. So first, it was these little babies by the name of Devin and Denaria. Their mother took their life. Something is wrong with the lady. I don't know if she just did it out of selfishness that she didn't want kids, or if she just had a mental break. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't appreciate that she did that. So I don't rock with her. But anyway, those two babies came to me and they was like, they was holding hands. They was like, I think they 8 and 6. So they was holding hands and they was like, thank you. And I'm like saying to myself, what are they thanking me for? Like, I don't even know if I said that to them, but I just remember thinking that in the dream, right? So then, right, I didn't see Gabby, but I heard Gabby. I heard Gabby, but it was Gabby and Mia together, but I never seen Gabby in this dream. Hey Didi. So I never seen Gabby, but I heard her. So she was like, okay, so we got this type of car, and it was like they was going over the type of cars of the type of cases that I was working. So like kinda, like I was kinda working these cases because I was just doing it through spiritual means. Cause one of them was Summer Wells, okay. So they ran down what type of car I should be looking for. And it's like, so okay, we got this type of car, and it was like, we got that type of car. And then all of a sudden I seen Mia right in front of my eyes. And she was like, and so I should have put the picture the way she wear her hair all the time back in the ponytail, because she be having this baby hair that she smooths down on both sides of her forehead. So, but in the dream, it was like it was curly instead of straight like it usually be. It was curly. That's what I remember. And she was like, she drives a pink Altima. That's what she said. And and I was like, I don't even know if I said something back in the dream, but I just remember she like, I don't know if she grabbed my hand, like was I literally in the dream with them? And she grabbed my hand like it was so important that I retain this information. So she was like, thank you. Like it was the urgency in her voice will never leave me for all the years of my life. I will never forget that. And so I just woke up out my sleep and I turned on my recorder on my phone. I'm like, I don't know who that was. I think it was Mia Marcano. I seen it. And she was like, she drives a pink Altima. And Gabby was like, we see you in that pink Altima. Gabby is like a little silly. She's silly or something. Like, I don't know. Just her way of the way she said that. It's like, we see you in that pink Altima. So yes, and so because Gabby and Mia, I have them together. They my girls. They my warriors. Okay, they my girls. And so anyway, they both got the same symbol for when either one of them is trying to come through, and I just gotta ask which one it is. So anyway, so I woke up out my sleep. I was like, she drive a pink Altima. Da, 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 da. So then, right? So like, let's say 2 days later? 2 days later, exactly 2 days later, which would have been 30 days have September. So it would have been 10/1. 10/1 was the exact date, and I believe it was a Thursday. And I remember if it wasn't a Thursday, uh, then 10/2 would have been a Thursday. But I remember I was trying to get hold of the authorities because um I was just getting more information about this whole situation. So anyway, right? Um, I was I became Mia on 10/1. It was like a vision, but I was seeing it through Mia's eyes. It was the moment that her spirit left her body. Am I right about that, sweetie? Yes. It was the moment that her spirit departed from her body. This is a common occurrence for me. This is a part of my gifts. Like when I see stuff, if I'm seeing it through somebody else's eyes, 9 times out of 10, that is exactly what's going on. It's the moment that their spirit is leaving their body. And I see everything else around of what is going on around. So I was in the back left seat behind the driver. I don't know if it was this man's car, but it fucked my head up when I seen that man getting shit out of his car from the back left seat that was Mia's blanket and shit. I will never forget that. Now, was it that car, Mia? No, because it wasn't that car. I knew it wasn't that car. I didn't think it was that car for a reason. So anyway, I was in the back left seat and I like peeked up between the two seats. You know how like little kids peek up between the two front seats? And I looked to the right, and when I looked to the right, I seen a gray sweatshirt or a gray hoodie. I want to say a gray hoodie rather than a sweatshirt. But so was it a gray hoodie? Yup. And then I seen that. Then I also seen when the aunt confronted him that he dressed like this. Like it was summertime, but this motherfucker had a hoodie on, and then he had shorts on, like basketball shorts or some shit. So it's not beyond the truth that it really could have been. That's what he had. Well, that's what he had on. I'm sure of it. So I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. So anyway, I looks to the right. I see a gray sweatshirt, a hoodie, a gray hoodie, right? But I don't see the person's face. God shielded all that from me. Like I did not see the person. I just seen the gray hoodie. So then I looks to the left in the driver's seat, and it's another person. And that person was sitting. The person with the gray hoodie was sitting in the passenger seat, which struck me as real fucking odd. That's why I did not believe it was his car because he was in the passenger seat. So anyway, I looks to the left, and then I see like a black entity. I ain't see nothing. I ain't see what he had on. I didn't see what like the person looked like, nothing. Whether it was a man, woman, whatever. But for some reason I thought it was a man. Like it didn't have no outline like it was a girl's hair or nothing. So it was a man. Yup. So look, this my girl. She telling me. So anyway, so 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 then that was the extent of the vision or whatever. But also I knew I was in the back of the driver's seat because when I the first part of the vision, the way the window looked, it was on a slant. It's like an angle. It's like an artist's eye. It's like I don't know if it's because my dad is an artist, but it was like I had an artist's eye. I understood that the angle of the and I even drew this shit. I put it on my channel. So I drew it and put it on my channel, what I saw and how I saw it. So this was in the morning of 10/1, I think, which I think was a Thursday. So anyway, so um later on that day, let's say about noon to 2 o'clock p.m., this girl named Sarah Saving Spirits comes on her live and starts talking about this man, about the man that did this to me, and that he took his own life, and that he was wearing a gray shirt, a gray, I don't know if she said sweatshirt, but a gray, did she say a gray sweatshirt? Yeah, a gray sweatshirt, I think she said. I said, OMG, Sarah, like, so I was like, I just had a vision this morning. Like, I did not even know who the vision belonged to because I was seeing it through Mia's eyes. So I did not know it was about Mia because I was seeing it through her eyes. Like I never seen her to know it was for her. And because Sarah said that, it told me it was about her. So I didn't want these people to get away because this was obviously very important to Mia. that everybody involved in her murder be held accountable. Okay? This is very important to her. So so I had went to authorities, everything. I was like, I went to them because it was like I remember I went to them on a Thursday. I don't know if this was the same day or was it the day after, but I went to them, I think it was on a Thursday, at the latest it was a Friday. But I remember it was about to be a candlelight vigil going on, right? It was about to be a candlelight vigil at in her honor. And I kept getting information from the ancestors like this girl who drives this pink Altima is gonna be there. She's gonna show up at the goddamn thing. So so I told authorities this. I'm like, this because I didn't know how else to explain. I was like, look, I have dreams that reveal truth. Like they tell me the reality of a situation. And I because that's really what I really do. I really do have dreams that tell me the reality of a situation. So 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 I was trying to tell them, y'all should show up at this thing and look for a pink Ultima gonna stand out like fucking wildfire because nobody drives a pink Altima. That's a rare ass car. And it was like a fuchsia kinda pink Altima. Right, Mia? Yup. Let's make it sure. So anyway, yeah, so cause I went and found the car style, everything. I don't know if I put it on my I don't know. I might have withheld that because I was thinking maybe somebody's gonna come around, maybe somebody's gonna hear me. I tried to go to her people, but that it was too heavy for her people. Like it's gonna put them back in a fucked up frame of mind to be back in a frenzy searching for her all over again. So her people could not handle it. You know what I'm saying? But they shouldn't have had to handle it. The police should have fucking went there and checked. They didn't even use it. That might be the first time that they did that bullshit like oh your tip was not useful. I know my tip was useful if you would have fucking went. I know that told me that you never went to the candlelight vigil because the person was going to be there. The girl was going to show up trying to pretend and blend in like she gave a fuck about me when she didn't give a crap. She was messing with this dude. Was she messing with him? Yeah. How could you mess with a man that is obsessed with another woman and kidnaps this fucking woman and you could live with yourself and helping this man get rid of this woman? Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? That's the most craziest, demented shit I ever heard. So I just had to bring that back out because I just was watching something about it and I just bumped into the candlelight vigil. So when I get off of here, I'm gonna go all the way through the whole candlelight vigil and see if I see the person. God will let me know if I see her. So God will let me know, and I'm gonna go all the way through it because I seen a can. I don't know if this the same candlelight vigil because they had more than one candlelight vigil, didn't they, Mia? Yeah, they had more than one candlelight vigil. But all of this stuff happened within a week of Mia going missing. Like, so she went missing on the 24th. On the 29th, I had the dream, and then on the 1st, so that'd have been 7 days exactly, is when I had the vision. How strong is she as a freaking human being, man? How strong is she as a spirit, as a human being, as everything? Yup, yup, you're beautiful, baby. That's me. Yep, yep. I call her a warrior. I call her and Gabby my warriors. Like, I don't know why I just did. Like, because this lady named Dark Rose, she's a reader as well. She is the reason why I think I even connected to me. Something about her ignites my power on another level as well. Something about her. I don't know. It sparks it sparks my power from hearing her talk about something, or like that's the first time I had the strongest vision where Summer pulled me in and showed me Tennessee. I was listening to her talking about what she thinks happened to Summer. And that's the first time I was pulled literally to Tennessee. I don't live in no Tennessee. I never seen Tennessee. That's the first time. The second time, uh, my power was ignited by her was this Mia Marcano, and she was exact. She was saying that a struggle ensued. That a dude waited there, and when she opened the door, he attacked, and they was in a whole struggle, and that they was really fight. It was a violent struggle, or whatever, and all this stuff. And I just remember the family came to her page and said, can you please go behind the scenes with this and talk to us or whatever. I just remember that. And she said something about that the man worked at the place, that he was a maintenance man, or he was something else. She said it was another profession that got to do with the apartment buildings. And she was right though. He was a maintenance man. And yup. And so I didn't see all that, but I damn sure seen his gray hoodie. So that was the day he took his life. And I damn sure seen that it was another person driving the damn car. So it was an accomplice that helped him get rid of Mia. And um I'm assuming this is the pink Altima that Mia speaks of. Okay. So yeah. Wait, let me put up some comments. Are you multitasking? What was this in your dream or real time? Um, with Mia, with the dream about Mia saying she drives a pink Altima, and Gabby saying we see you in that pink Altima. All that was a dream with the babies, Mia and Gabby. It was all that was all in a dream. But it really was. If I could be real, it's hard to explain when you have certain type of gifts, but I feel like it was real time. It was just another dimension. They was meeting me where I'm at. They came from their dimension to come and give me information. And they understood that's what they was doing when they did it. Gabby and Mia set out to do this together. Now, I don't know if they brought Devin and Denari. Y'all brought Devin and Denari with y'all? Yup. They brought the two babies with them, and then but they really set out to give me this information, like about Mia and about the Pink Ultima, and they brought the two babies with them because I guess they wanted to thank me. They wanted to thank me. Yeah. Why? Because they knew I was gonna put their name on a balloon the next day. Yeah. Yep, because the next day it was some type of release for Summer, and I put all the people that I've been trying to help or whatever that got to do with anything that crossed me at all, and I put it all over the balloon, and then I released the balloon in the air because they wanted me to light a candle, but I wasn't lighting no candle because I believe that her family into candle magic, so I wasn't doing that because I feel like that would empower them to have control over Summer. So I just released a balloon. So y'all, but they were saying thank you ahead of time for something that I ain't even do yet. That I ain't even know I was gonna do yet. So y'all, but um y'all, so it's like they came to meet me in my dreams and tell me the information they needed to tell me. Then the other part where I was in the car, that was a vision in real time. But it really wasn't real time because Mia took me to when the moment that her spirit left her body. Oh, was it real time? Was that real time, Mia? No. Okay. 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 I just thought about that because the next day, no, that day the man was found deceased. He took his life. So I know that me seeing him in the gray hoodie was real time, somewhat, or something like that. But I don't know if Mia, was you did you lose your life that day? Yeah, it could have very well been. Was that real time, sweetie? No. How long after all of this went down in the sequence that it went down would you have said that it was apart from it? Because he had on the same clothes, right? So would you say that this was like, let's say, 5 hours between? No. Less time? Less time. Was this an hour difference of when this happened? Yes. So so the moment you left, your spirit left your body was an hour difference from when I had the vision. I wish I'd have wrote down the time. I should have did that. I kind of noted that from this other girl that be doing readings, and she always write the time. I should have wrote the time. Yeah, I'm sorry. You do not deserve that. Yo, guess who in love with her? Guess who in love with her since it's just me and you? Hold up. So bruised, scratched, someone. Yeah, but what a wait, it was a girl involved. Yeah, a girl and her son. I know the girl name. I don't know the son name, but if you find the girl, you'll find the son. And that even was given to me like that. Like when I came out the vision, I felt like it was two people. So I started asking the ancestors, what was that about? And whose vision was that for? Because, like I said, I didn't see that it was Mia because I was looking through Mia's eyes. So when I started asking them all the stuff, I came up with it was two more people that was involved. Now, a pink Altima, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say 99.999% of the time, that's going to be a woman driving a pink Altima. So the fact that I looked to the left and I seen something that looked like a man's figure means that it was not just the woman driving the pink Altima, like Mia said, she drives a pink Altima, but this was a man that was helping him when I looked to the left. So that told me it was two people involved, a man and a woman. Besides dude over to the right that was about to take his own life. And so, yup, so it get complicated. But the police never looked. They never looked. It was like another case, like, like how Daniel Dare be feeling some type of way, but I be trying to help. And it's so sad that it's like I can't get mad at them because, I'm never been in their shoes. So, you know what I'm saying? So I be trying to help, but I can't make people listen to me, or believe me. I mean, but it was very important to me. So I went well out my way trying to do my best to um relay that for her because she wanted everybody involved in her murder to pay for that shit, as they should. What you say about your favorite Gemini? People wear the same fit every day. Sometimes considered. Your favorite Gemini did that before. Like I felt like, yup. So the same thing that Mia and Gabby did and brought the kids with them to do, but it's the same thing that three did. And I did somebody else do that? It's like it's almost like they skipped dimensions to come see me or something. It's weird. Somebody else did that too. I just can't think of the person. But I remember I was talking about a dream I had about Mo 3, and I said, I feel like it was not a dream. I felt like we skipped dimensions to have a conversation. And that's the same shit that Mia and Gabby did. Like everybody else stuff is like a dream. It looks like a dream, it seems like a dream, but Mia and Gabby's it wasn't like that, and the babies, Devin and Daenerys, and then threes wasn't like that. But it's somebody else too I'm missing. I'm missing somebody out of all the people I dreamt about. But yeah, like this, a sister, mom, cousin. Look, was it Mia? No. So look, at first, I don't know why remember I thought the chick name was Tia? And look, in Spanish, Tia mean aunt. So I'm thinking this is the man's aunt. No, I don't know. What you saying something about your aunt? Yes. What about your aunt? Your aunt, what? That she that she almost got his ass. Well, hold up. Was you alive when she rolled up on him like that? Yeah. Because the aunt came up on his ass. The aunt was like, bitch, I know it's you. Like, yo, her aunt was about that life. Her aunt, yo, the aunt, so I don't know what happened, but the cops was there, and the aunt stopped the cops and was like, this the dude right here that I was telling you about. Lock his ass up. He been stalking her. Yeah, Mia told us you were stalking her. And you like, and this was the dude that did it. And at the time, he had on a hoodie and them basketball shorts in the middle of the goddamn summer. It's September. So anyway, the aunt was going off on him and shit. And he kept saying, I don't know what you're talking about. And he was with somebody. He said some name. She's like, who the fuck is that? We don't know who that is. Y'all need to take him in for question. Like, yo, the aunt was on his ass. Maybe that's why Tia came up because um that would have been Mia's aunt, and she was on his ass. Like she knew what she knew, and she just went in on his ass right in front of the cops where they was trying to keep her away from him. Like, no, y'all needed to be asking him because turns out it was his ass. And she was still alive at this time. So it was a possibility they could have found her. Like her aunt almost saved her life. If the police would have been trailing him, if the police would have like act like they wasn't listening to the aunt and actually followed this man, they might have followed him right to Mia. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. I know. Cause that's what I call Gianna aunt. Um Vanessa's aunt. It's really Vanessa's aunt, so it'll be like Gianna's great aunt. I call her Tia so that I don't mix people up and be like aunt, because I don't know her name. So I just call her Tia. So yo, and I was like, damn, that aunt almost saved me. Like that's the crazy thing. She was right there. She was on his ass, like in front of the cops. She ain't give a fuck. She was like, yeah, y'all need to pick his ass up. He been stalking my niece. She told me. She ran it down in front of the cops. If they would have just listened to her, like really took in what she was saying, and then took the time to follow this man or send an unmarked card to follow this man. he would have led them right to me. I swear he would have. Look, she talking about yeah. Oh, that's Mia? Yeah. Who's babies? Oh, when you say who's babies, when I say they bought the babies, Devin and Denaria, they are these babies. Are they from Florida? No, they're from down south somewhere. Um, but Devin and Denaria, their mother took their life. I don't remember where she from. All I remember, I remember the gruesome details. I don't even want to put that over the air. But the boy was found life taken in a bathtub um with something sticking right out of him. Okay. So what do you use the stick stuff with? Okay. And then the baby girl, um, she was murdered too by her own mom. And I don't know if this lady had a mental break or if she just was that selfish that she wanted to go out and party. I remember I talked about this with somebody. It might have been you, but I don't know if she wanted to go out and party and she was mad because she had kids or whatever. But it was ridiculous. And that's Devin and Denaria. And at the day before, I had just seen a piece about these babies. And this guy, I felt like he kept trying to tell me I should own. I felt like he was trying to say, but not say, that I should only look into our babies, like our melanated babies. That no, I'm looking into all the babies. Whoever come to me, that's what I'm gonna pick up, grown or children. Whoever come to me and need my help, and I receive what they got to say, that's who I'm helping. I'm not turning my back on the Caucasian people just to help the melanated people. We're not doing that shit. That's what's the problem with most people anyway. And his ass looked mixed, and he got the nerve to try to make it like. But I felt like he kept trying to gear me towards um I don't know. Maybe that was all in my head. But I feel like what was that all in my head? No. And his ass is mixed. Ain't that some shit? He mixed trying to say that I shouldn't focus on other color babies and I only should focus on black babies. And his ass is mixed. Then I should have skipped over you or anything that got to do with you, right? So anyway. But yeah, that's not the way it worked, and that's not the way I'm going to do anything. Summer is the first person that ever that my gifts ever was deep with. Imagine that. Imagine me turning my back on her. Never would I. Okay, never would I. Okay, so yeah, it'd be the hypocrisy of it all. Shaking my head, they got to at least listen to family members and look, if not, just to pacify them. I think they should have followed that man. They thought she was going to attack him, which, I mean, truthfully speaking, she might have attacked him if they would have left her. If they would have left her, the man unblocked by them, she might have attacked him. But I still think that they should have sent like an unmarked car or something to follow him because he could have led them straight to Mia. Mia was alive at that moment. When the aunt, this was like 2 days after she went missing. Was that 2 days after she went missing? No. That was the day that she went missing? That she was reported missing? Are you serious? So that was the day. It was like night. It was turning into night. So let's say it was like 8 o'clock at night. Because you know how it started getting dark? So it was like 8:30 at night. It started getting dark and it was like kind of dark, but it wasn't real dark, like 12 o'clock midnight dark. It was dark, but it wasn't very dark. So she was going off on him, like, yeah, I know you was stalking my niece. She told us about you with your weird ass, and you tried to give her cash apps, and you tried to say you was gonna give her your bank account. You'll sacrifice it all for her and all that. Yo, auntie was going in on his ass. She put everything on the fucking table. And if they was listening, they would have found Mia right then and there. That's crazy. You wasn't in the car. What do you mean? No. Okay. No. Okay. Ooh. But I remember around you like to say it was me you talked to. Yeah. Yep, that's who Devin and Denaria is. Everybody deserves to be famous. And her auntie going on, they had to grab her. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They was treating her like she the one in the wrong, but she wouldn't. Don't get me twisted. She would have fucked his ass up if they didn't grab her. I mean, if they didn't come between those two people, she would have. But I still feel like if she felt that strongly that it was him, why didn't y'all at least send somebody to trail him? Somebody that he wouldn't notice, not no real police car, a unmarked police car, or um, a undercover car. I wonder why police tell the family to fall back because the way the auntie came, I don't think nothing would have stopped her but law integrity. Cause man, yo, she was right. She was exactly on the money. They would have found Mia right then and there if they would have just listened and followed him on the sly. They would have found her. She would be here to live another day. He looked like a deer in the headlights. Yes. And then he came up with some fake ass name. Come on. Alita said or something. I'm just making up a name. Alita said some shit. She like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? I don't know that bitch. What are you talking about? She was going off on him. And that's what he was doing, rambling, trying to find something to say. Cause he was looking like a deer in headlights. He ain't know what to say. And that aunt was on his ass. And yo, that's why he ain't know what to say. If they would have just paid attention to everything that was going on around them and just followed up with that man, they would have found Mia. Mia would have been here. I'm sorry, babe. I believe that's her that hit me like that. Like, yeah. Like, man, is that Mia? Yeah, I knew it. Like, mad, because she was young. She was like 25, 24, something like that. Was you? Or was you younger than that? You was younger than that. Was you 20? No, can't remember. 22? Yeah. 22? No. Damn. Yeah, that's a shame, though. She ain't deserve that. And that's my girl. Oh, I also wanted to talk about Jamie Foxx, right? So I wanted to talk about Jamie Foxx as well. So everybody reporting about Jamie Foxx. Now, what I heard from this girl was saying that Jamie Foxx was slipping in and out of consciousness. Actually, um, I don't even think he been conscious since the day that his daughter announced that he was conscious. And what we didn't know is that he had that stroke or aneurysm or whatever happened to him 3 days. Wait a minute, that shit happened 2 weeks ago, and we didn't even fucking know. We thought that shit happened on Friday. It did not happen on Friday. It happened about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago. Okay, and so everybody today was talking about Nick Cannon's speech yesterday on ET and says that Jamie is alert and conscious. Nick Cannon did not fucking say that. Like I heard him saying it, and I knew he was lying when he was talking. Now, this is like his big bro or something to him. Now, when he was talking, he was saying, as a matter of fact, he was trying to speak good things into existence. Nick be on the same shit I be on. So he was trying to speak good things into existence. That's what I heard. And then when they said something about him, he said, because they say that he's awake. Nick Cannon never said he laid eyes on Jamie Foxx and Jamie Foxx was awake. Never. So they lying about that. So I just had to put that out there because they are lying about that. And I really think Jamie is in the afterlife. Like I could probably reach him on these rides right now because he's in a coma. And I don't and from what the information that I was told, he was not in a medically induced coma. He fell into a coma. Like from whatever happened to him, which I assume is an aneurysm. Let me ask that. Was it an aneurysm? Yes. And that's when a blood vessel busts in your brain. So, um, that's when a blood vessel busts in your vein in your brain. So it made him go into a coma. And this was 2 weeks ago. And we just finding out about it Friday. So I just want to bring some clarity to that. So we all need to really be praying for Jamie Foxx. For real, for real. And what's so sad is that somebody have came on his set, somebody that was on his set had tried to steal his identity. And then somebody was talking about people trying to kill him. Ooh, forgive me for that word. But they try to say he talking about people trying to take his life or whatever. No, but I know one thing, it would put you in a high state of paranoia if somebody on your set stole your damn identity. And now you don't even know how far this goes. You don't know how badly you got to be watching your finances and your accounts because of this. So that's how I feel about the situation. Like I feel like it pushed him into a highly stressful situation, which added to what happened and which made him have the aneurysm. Because the aneurysm come from stress. So that's what I had to say about that. Okay. Ellie lack of urgency. I think she was younger. I know she was 20 something, but I ain't remember how old she was. He had no right to not make someone like you want or love you. Yeah, he's sick. And when her dad came miles, I mean hundreds of miles, like he ain't live in the same state, did he? Daddy ain't live in the same state as you, did he, man? No. Her dad came from hundreds of miles away to come put this window lock on her door. I think he was stalking her, trying to get into her goddamn windows at night. And she thought she tripping, thinking that, people be lurking. And it really was his crazy ass lurking. Really. I'm still here. Got my little buddy. Remember the littles? Remember that cartoon? The littles? Remember that shit? Did he? Is that why you called him that? Remember that cartoon? I remember that cartoon from you saying that. The littles. Um, oh, I think they're gonna move Jamie facility and locations. Be right back. I think they already did move him to an Atlanta hospital, but we'll see if they move him again. That's not gonna help. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Will that help to move Jamie to another facility? No, I didn't think so, but I didn't want to say that. So yeah. Uh, Come on now, act right. Come on, phone. All right. Yeah, I remember. That's why I usually call them my roommate. Who? Oh, the cartoon I'm talking about, the little. Oh no, ain't nothing wrong with that. Call them your littles. But it reminds me of this cartoon called The Littles or something. I just remember that. They might have been cats or something. I don't know what they were. I don't remember. I just remember it was a cartoon. But yeah, so I hope everything work out. I just wanna not let that part of information just go away because um nobody won't listen. And it's not about I'm not mad at nobody for not listening. Like one day, like I'll be drawing with my sometimes I draw cards what the cards I made up. I made up my own oracle cards. Made about 140 of them or 135 of them, I can't remember. But I made about 135 at least of them. And when I drew these cards, it said mom, like I don't remember, I want to say like is too traumatized right now. Whatever, that's what it meant. Like she too traumatized right now um, to whatever I was saying about. I feel like um, I can't be mad at them because they've been through enough, and just anything could throw them back into a frenzy of how they felt, the franticness of trying to find her. And that's what I felt like the cards were saying. Like, mom is too traumatized to help or to receive the information or something. Whatever she said, that's what it meant. And then also the same, like I was just pulling sets of cards, right? And then whoever it fall for, it fall for. But I knew that was Mia. And then Summer did some later, like maybe like the fourth set of cards, and she was talking about pills, the church, occult, um, and pedo party. Okay, and that's what made me say that I believe that they was giving her drugs to prep her for them people that Don was inviting over his house, which was pedos. So, and it was a lot of other messages too, but them the two messages I remember the most. The first one and then Summers. So, yeah, I remember that cartoon. Yeah, some, yeah. I be just feeling like everything I be doing be in vain because it like nobody want to even take no information. So it's like I'm almost like I'm doing this for my health. Like that's crazy. But Aunt Rose want me to take some, try to take some stuff to the FBI about her, cause it's about finding her. So I think she said she wanted me to do that. But every time I go to them, they say your tip was not needed. Thank you. This is what they say. So if they say that, I won't be surprised. But Rose want me to do that for her, so I'm gonna do it for her. I just gotta get all the information together right, cause I'm a perfectionist like that. I'll be like getting it all organized, uh, all in like in order, the way that I feel like. I don't know. That's my meticulous, nerdy side right there. But yeah, so sooner or later, I'm gonna be getting off of here because I'm trying to limit it to an hour when I be on here. So, so let me start breaking down what type of readings I do. So, if anybody is interested in readings, hopefully somebody someday will be interested. But if y'all ain't, I'm trying to pursue other avenues. Hopefully, I could get this popping, and I won't be around here for a little while. If I do get that popping, and that starts supporting me money wise, shit, I won't be around here for a minute. But so I do all types of readings. I do picture and soul readings, which is the ability to look into your eyes, into your soul, and see all about you. Um, I also do numerology readings. That's the breakdown of your numbers to tell you what I know about you. I do astrology readings, which is the breakdown of your sign, tell you what I know about you. I do life cycle readings to tell you what's going to be going on in your life in the year 2023. Um, I do name readings, which is the breakdown of your name to tell you what I know about you, what your name says about you. Um, I also do dream interpretations. I do oracle cards. Um, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, I do missing person and crime cases. Okay, and last but not least, I do divine ride sessions. Divine ride questions. Um, I think that's it. I think I covered everything. So please give your girl a try. Very accurate, very affordable. And thank you for being here. Please like, please sub, comment, and please support your girl via Cash App. The Cash App is right there. Also, once I learn how to start listing it right, I'm gonna list my PayPal account because I got one. So, thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all for kicking it with me. You're the best. Appreciate you. Mwah. Peace.